Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I put a mix on the hot cocoa bombs. I know everybody's seen them all over social media, TikTok, the balls of chocolate with the hot cocoa on the inside. Well, I went looking for the molds for them, and Amazon was going to take like 2 or 3 weeks to get it here. And me, if I order from Amazon, I want Amazon Prime shipping. So I said, I have these cake sickle molds. It has to be a way for me to be able to use those. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take some peppermints and put them in our food processor to chop them up. Walmart does have like peppermint sprinkles that you can buy that are already chopped, but it was like $5. And I was like, I can go and get a $1 bag of peppermint and crush them myself. We on a budget over here, y'all. So, just get a handful of them, and you're gonna open them, put them in the food processor. We're just gonna chop them up. Not super small. I can't open that one. But you know, if you want to spend $5 on the ones that are already crushed, you can. I wouldn't. If you don't have a food processor, you can get a bag and a hammer. Crush them the old-fashioned way. So, see how much this makes. Because I may put some on the inside of them too. I originally just got it for the top of them. But I may mix some on the inside. We'll see. While y'all are watching me open peppermint, if you are new or if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll know whenever I post a new video. I do a lot of different tutorials, not so much leaning to one specific thing. So if there's something that you thought of trying and you need a tutorial on it, if I can do it, I will. If not, we can always try together. All right, so I have them in my food processor. Okay, so the whole saving the money, I'm gonna pay $1 for the peppermints and crush them myself. That took too much work, and it's not even, I mean, I got a good bit. Then the chunks, that's fine, because we can always, add more to our mixture to give it a more peppermint taste. So now I'm gonna go wash the stickiness off my hands from the peppermints. And I did almost half of the bag of chocolate. We don't need much. I'm only gonna do a couple of them just for the video. So I'm gonna go melt these, wash my hands, and I'll be back. Okay, so I have my chocolate melted. You could add some of the peppermint into the chocolate before you coat the mold, or you can just add it after. I'm gonna just coat it without it, and then I may put a little on the inside. I know I'm gonna put some on top, but we may put a little on the inside. So you're gonna take about a spoonful for each one. Set the rest to the side. All right, and then we're gonna take the spoon to coat the sides. You can add a little more if you want. You just want to make sure that it's fully covered. Make sure you get the edges good. And make sure the bottom is completely covered. Like I said, if you need more, you can go back and add more. You could do I'm gonna go ahead and just do about like a spoon and a half in each one, because we're gonna drain the extra chocolate back out anyway. So just make sure you're coating the sides, bottom, and the hole where the stick is gonna come through. And this is the same way that I make my cake pops. Y'all let me know too if you want a video on those, the Cakesicles. Let me show you those. I may do some of the hot cocoa bombs with my heart mold, if y'all know what I'm talking about. We may do some of those as well, just to give it like the feel of the bomb, you know, the hot cocoa bombs that don't have the stick. And then like with those, you could make like the chocolate spoons to stir. Or you can, you know, if you like that peppermint taste, you can get a candy cane and stir. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get some of our wax paper just so we don't make a mess. We're gonna put our bowl over here. And then you just wanna take your mold and just twirl your chocolate around. Make sure it's completely covering every spot. Okay. And once you have it completely covered, you're just gonna let it all run out. And this is why I put the wax paper in case it misses the bowl. Just gonna let it drip all the way out. Okay, and then take your spoon and just wipe the extra off. Now this is messy. Well, I make a mess every time I do them. Y'all may not make a mess. I do. All right, so just get the extra off. All right, now may still have a little bit, which is fine. Okay, now you're gonna get your popsicle sticks. These are not the regular Cakesicle size, they're just the standard popsicle size. You can get them at Dollar Tree, Walmart for $1 for like 100 of them. And we're gonna stick them in, not completely to the front. You don't want to touch the front, but about halfway, a little more than half. Doesn't matter. Okay. Now, we're going to stick these in the freezer for a few minutes, maybe like 5 minutes if that. And then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now that they have gotten hard, what we're going to do is take our spoon and we're going to go back to the spot where the spoon, the stick. We're going to put more chocolate there because if you made like the Cakesicles before, you know this is like a thin spot and sometimes it'll crack when you're pushing it out of the mold. So I'm going to go through, put more chocolate on each one of those, and then I'm going to go through and coat the edges again too. Just give it a double coat because you want it to be thick enough to where when you're taking it out, it doesn't crack and let the cocoa come out. Okay. And since the mold is cold, the chocolate is gonna harden while you're coating the edges of it. So you don't have to like put it back in the freezer. Just make sure you got enough. You want the sides to be thick. Okay. So now we're gonna take our hot cocoa mix. This is the one with the marshmallows already in it. Okay. Now, got to make a mess. Hold on. Okay, we're gonna open this another way. So these molds are not super big. So the whole pack is not gonna fit into one. So you're just gonna pour enough in it to fill it up, but not super high because you still have to put more chocolate on it. And also, since you can't fit the whole pack in it, I wouldn't do the whole 8 ounces of milk that it tells you on the pack. And you're gonna make a mess. But like I said, it may just be me. It's messy. Okay. So, as you see, you can get a little over 2. A little over 2 in each, out of each packet. I'm gonna put a little more. Make sure you're getting some marshmallows in each one of them. And if you don't like marshmallows, you can, get the hot cocoa that doesn't come with marshmallows. Now I'm gonna take a extra popsicle stick and just smooth it out. Just make sure there's enough in there and it's even before we put the chocolate on it. Now that we have that in, here's where you can add some of the peppermint if you wanted to. Like, get some that's like, just a little. I'm not gonna put a whole lot. I'm not big on the peppermint taste. If it was for an order, of course, I would put more if they wanted it. We're just gonna do 2 of them with the peppermints. Okay? So, now you're gonna take the chocolate that you have left. You don't need a whole lot because we're gonna spread it. And just put a little. Start out with a little. Make it easier for you when you're evening it out. You can always, go add more. But if you put too much, it's gonna make a mess when you're trying to clean it off. So we're just gonna move the chocolate around. See, my chocolate started getting cold, so we're just gonna take it and smooth it out. You can see how the cocoa mix started moving with the chocolate, which is fine. These are just for us at home, but of course, it was an order. Okay, as you can see, it's already starting to harden, like right here. All right, you guys, so I put a little bit of chocolate in this little small Ziploc bag. If I was doing a bigger order, I would use one of my piping bags, but I'm not gonna waste it for these. It's not much anyway. So, got them out the freezer. They look a little ugly on the back. I'm gonna show y'all the other ones too, because those look good. So you just wanna carefully pull the mold away from the pop. Then slowly push the stick up. Okay. Hey, you see? Then we're gonna go through and fix the edges. Okay, so take your knife and you're just gonna cut the sides off. Doesn't have to be perfect, just enough to where it looks decent. Hole might be a little too big. And you're just gonna squeeze. Alright, my hole is too big, but it's okay. Okay. Then get your crushed peppermint. That is it. You can have much you want. Put them in paper cups so the kids can drink them when they get home today. So this is the chocolate, and then this one is the white chocolate for peppermint. I'm gonna taste both of them and see how they taste first. Then I'm gonna stick them in the refrigerator for the kids to drink.